With the release of Gemini Advanced, Google AI might have finally caught up and overtaken OpenAI after almost 2 years of cooking up products that could match the functionality of the sensational ChatGPT, particularly its GPT-4 model. Google has always felt threatened by OpenAI since the minute ChatGPT was launched, and now they just might have a worthy tool to match that of their competition. Gemini is the rebranded name of Google's Bard and Duet AI, which were unified on February 8th, almost 2 months after it was first announced and released. Until then, Duet AI was a service offered to Google Workspace and Google Cloud customers exposed to generative AI features. They will now see Gemini take its place. The release was accompanied by the launch of a premium version known as Gemini Advanced with Ultra 1.0, available via Google One AI Premium. Also launched was a mobile app for Android and iOS. Before the launch of Gemini Advanced, the Gemini Ultra model had beaten its multimodal counterpart GPT-4 in the benchmarks. This made the anticipation of its release even more exciting. Now that it's here, we can check it out ourselves to see if it was really worth the wait. So we have an interesting rating of each tool after comparing their features. First, let's talk about pricing. While there are completely free versions of each tool, which are ChatGPT 3.5 and Gemini Pro, the final and most effective forms come with a price tag. You can access the GPT-4 model every month for $20, while the monthly cost of Gemini Ultra 1.0 is $19.9. That is practically the same pricing, which already suggests that Google actually considers Gemini Advanced to be in the same class as GPT-4. A plus for Gemini Advanced is that you are given a 2-month free trial, which gives you ample time to test the chatbot and reach a conclusion on whether to buy or not. Merely looking at them, the main feature sets of Gemini and GPT-4 are very similar, as they can both interact with and interpret text, images, audio, and code. This means you can show them a picture of items and have them analyze or make intelligent conclusions about them based on your prompts. But beyond these similarities, both chatbots were put through the tricky test to determine which one had better reasoning across various challenges. Using the standard Apple test for logical tasks, GPT-4 proved more proficient with its answer. It also edged Gemini with code utilization. However, Gemini performed better in code generation and problem-solving capabilities. In terms of integration, Gemini can utilize Google Flights, Hotels, Maps, YouTube, and Google's range of workspace applications, allowing you to interact with documents, find live data on hotels and flights, and do more things. GPT-4 equally boasts of this, but has an even greater array of plugins and extensions that are mostly produced by third parties. These third-party extensions can help you with shopping, advanced mathematical calculations, and integration with thousands of other apps. Gemini prides itself on factual accuracy and factual language understanding, which is considered more important when generating an answer. GPT-4, however, is known for generating captivating narratives, poems, and even code with impressive originality while exploring different writing styles. The difference in creative priority gives Gemini the edge, as it eliminates the room for generating non-factual information. There is also the thing of personality. Gemini has a better chatbot user interface with limited technical errors compared to ChatGPT. Also, Gemini is more apparently friendly, more agreeable, and more humane with its responses. It is also eager to be helpful, sometimes too much. Lol. Gemini has the potential of becoming the perfect assistant. Thanks to its capabilities of integrating with Google extensions like Workspaces, you can access your Gmail, check messages, and prompt the AI to draft replies for each, literally taking the work off your hands. The current GPT-4 class model is still limited in this regard, but it's nice to know that there is a bright future for powerful and effective AI assistants. Gemini has illuminated the vision and groundwork for future improvement. In terms of response time, Gemini is faster by a mile. GPT-4 lulls when there is a significant number of active users, which causes GPT-4 to slow or even be interrupted entirely. Another key quality of Gemini is its relatively better access to real-time web search information. It leverages Google to conduct its search, whereas the limitation of real-time search results has been one of ChatGPT's biggest weaknesses. An additional perk, which has been a pro for Gemini since when it was still called Bard, is that you get 3 drafts with every single response, which gives you the ability to evaluate the options and varying styles of outputs before selecting the one that best suits your purpose. For GPT-4, you must go through the rigorous stress of re-entering prompts until you get a satisfactory answer. An interesting update we see in Gemini Advanced is that it now has a built-in image generation feature, and we couldn't wait to check it out. The responses after several promptings weren't all 100%, but they were essentially satisfactory. Also, you can add legible text to the images, which is not something we usually get with other AI models. This is nearly as impressive as GPT-4's DALL-E 3 feature. In terms of customization, Gemini Advanced is not different from its free version, which lacks customization options. You can create new chats, and that's it. This is not the case with GPT-4, which lets you create custom versions of GPT-4 so that you can focus on specific tasks, eliminating the chore of repeating yourself when you come back to the chat later. Now, let's dive into Gemini's multimodal capability. As we said earlier, the multimodal quality of Gemini gives it the ability to recognize images, interpret large data sets, and create conversation for a pretty nice experience for the user. The AI models are trained with a sequence of over 32,000 tokens, which make use of the context very effectively. The effectiveness of the models was tested and showed the correct value with 98% accuracy when queried across the full context. This shows the immense capability of the AI to handle and retrieve information from a very long text. Gemini's ability to follow instructions and give accurate responses, whether in text or image, is something that is far superior to previous language models. Even GPT-4 can't replicate it with that level of consistency. There were test cases where videos were input, and the multimodal feature of the AI accurately analyzed the video, giving very helpful answers to the questions based on the video submitted. After several tests and reports from experts, it is fair to say that what we were told via the benchmarks wasn't easy to prove when met with real-life situations and challenges. In fact, it fell short in more tests than what was reported in the benchmarks. However, one thing is certain: Google really did work on these advanced versions. And for the first time, there is a chance that it might give OpenAI a run for its money when it comes to their LLMs. Speaking about money, I wouldn't recommend ditching your $20 per month GPT-4 subscription for the $19.99 per month Gemini Advanced, especially with the rumor that OpenAI might be releasing GPT 4.5 or GPT-5. For now, though slightly different, they both offer almost the same value for advanced LLMs. But if you are yet to subscribe to any of them, by all means, go for Gemini. For an even better experience, you can combine both to utilize their respective strengths. It's normal to think that Google would have done more work on Gemini to edge out GPT-4, but they kind of stopped after training it up to the level of GPT-4. The blow-for-blow features are a loud indication of this. It's also easy to assume that Google was at their wits' end with what we have as Gemini Advanced, because really, it seems like no other company can push the GPT-4 class models of LLM beyond what it is except for the original builders, OpenAI. So, is it a case of OpenAI leading, Google trailing closely, and others behind them? Not sure about that either. Nonetheless, Gemini shows that Google is serious in the AI race and that it is possible for other companies besides OpenAI and Google to build GPT-4 class models. There is also the truth that there is still room for models to improve, and this makes the future even more exciting as we witness rapid gains in advancement and reinvention in the world of AI. And it's not long before we see the next big leap in advanced LLM that would have us marveling again. To see more insightful AI-related videos like this, hit the subscription and ring the notification bell to be among the first viewers. Until next time.